Yes, people, it's LokiMan07 back with another YouTube video, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Yakuza 7, aka Yakuza Like a Dragon. Okay, this game is revolutionary. Okay, when it comes to turn-based RPGs, and I'm going to discuss that. Okay, so throw on the intro. So yes, people, I know this Yakuza Like a Dragon game came out a little while ago. I've only just played it completely yesterday, I think. Right, yesterday completed the game, and like obviously, man, enjoyed the game. It's a good game, but there's something that's kind of you know understated about this game. Okay, obviously the Yakuza series is not a turn-based series. It's it's like an action beat 'em up game with RPG elements or what have you. But Yakuza 7 is a full-on turn-based RPG, and the word on the grapevine is Sega are making the Yakuza games going forward turn-based. Okay, right? I'm a turn-based guy. I love turn-based games, so I'm in. Okay, but when I actually played this game, okay, I didn't realize that there were certain things about turn-based games that you wouldn't even think of, that this game has revolutionized. Okay, absolutely revolutionized. Like, for example, just hitting someone, right, and it seems like you're actually doing something. It doesn't seem like just a process of you know, doing damage. Like you're literally fucking up the person, to put it to put it frank, which you probably think, you know, doesn't really mean anything, but in a turn-based RPG, something you don't see. And I'm there like, yo, you really do put the boots on people in this game. Like the freedom of the hits, and the animation of when somebody gets hit, how you can knock somebody around the arena, how the arena itself is interactive as well. Right, for example, like this game is quite similar to a game like Grand Theft Auto, where the world is open, right, and it's a city in the modern day, right? So there's cars driving around, and you punch somebody into the road, and you know, and cars come in, boom, it hits them, extra damage, stuff like that is like amazing. Okay, if there's RPGs, turn-based RPGs like this that I don't know about, let me know. Okay, I'll be on it. But obviously this game is hella underrated, right? I'll show you some examples of the things that you could just freely do, like just literally just destroying your enemies. Check this out.
Well, you're in it now.
So basically, you can get quite creative as you form bonds with your party members. They link attacks with you, cause all sorts of chain of events, and in just one turn. I think it's done really well. There's not many turn-based RPGs where you interact with your environment like that, that I know of. Okay, like XCOM, you can interact with your environment, of course, but it's completely different. Even like weird games like Grand Kingdom, you can interact with your environment, but it's still not like this where it's just you're walking down a busy city and the city is a weapon. Okay, it's insane. The actual city in this game is a weapon. And then you get onto other things, right? um like mini games, things like in the game. Obviously Yakuza is known for mini games and stuff in the game. I'm not really a Yakuza player. My girlfriend plays them, don't you, babies?
Yay!
Anyways, yeah, but like the amount of mini game stuff like that, it's amazing. It turns this game into a really good quality turn-based RPG. um I've been playing a lot of turn-based RPGs recently, a lot, but this one does stand out. Like, it does stand out gameplay wise. It's doing all the things that you know, you would expect from something like Final Fantasy. It's just doing it for joke, okay, just for nothing. Easy work, right? And the graphics are high quality. The world is well built and everything, and it's a perfect AAA RPG. The game doesn't hold your hand either. Like, it gets pretty tricky, even though it's not very tricky for me. I can see if you're not really into turn-based RPGs, it will probably have you up at certain points, but realistically it's not very difficult, and pretty fun to play. Okay, I don't really do reviews. I don't even know if this is a review, but if it was a review, 9 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10 for this game. Yeah. So one particular point, right, I would like to bring up, right, about turn-based RPGs, the position of turn-based RPGs currently in gaming, etc., is that they're not really you know, they're not really seen as good games. They're quite underrated, and I can understand why people don't like them. People mash buttons, okay? People like to mash buttons, and they like to have agency at all times, want to be active at all times. So obviously something like a turn-based RPG, you know, it kind of confuses the user, especially if they're not used to them, and you know, they'll probably see them as boring or what have you. But trust me, turn-based RPGs are a hidden gem in gaming. And obviously, being a former Final Fantasy fanatic when I was a lot younger, obviously I really like turn-based RPGs. And of course, Final Fantasy is trying its hardest not to be a turn-based RPG. So if you are a Final Fantasy or a former Final Fantasy fan like myself, and you like you would like to you know, get some of that old school magic of like really good turn-based RPGs, there's a lot of stuff out there, trust me, and they are way better than Final Fantasy games of modern times, way better. So yeah, the whole point of this video is to neck Sega a bit for the good work, okay? Like I can't say much else. Like, they really did a good job on this game, and like, obviously with Yakuza being turn-based going forward, it's also revolutionary that a Japanese developer, or any developer at all, takes a game that's not turn-based and makes it turn-based and looks to keep it turn-based in the future. Usually it's the other way around. I'll give you an example. Ni no Kuni. I thought Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch was an amazing game, okay? Perfect turn-based RPG, but then they brought out the second game. Why is it an action game, action RPG? Like, it's always the case that it works out that way, but it's good to see things go the opposite way round, and I hope that happens more in the future, so we can get more games that are like, you know, you can use your brain a bit instead of just running around mashing buttons all the time, like Persona 5 Strikers. It's not, the battle system on Persona 5 Strikers is piss poor compared to Persona 5. That's my opinion. If Persona the series is Shin Megami Tensei Light. Then Persona 5 Strikers is Shin Megami Tensei Zero, no sugar. Okay, like the Shin Megami Tensei games are quite difficult. Persona 5 Strikers is for babies, for Nintendo, let me tell you. Even though it has all of the tropes, still good, but it's very button mashy, and you know, you can get away with, you know, not really using your brain per se, which is completely different from Shin Megami Tensei games. Okay, but my point is this game, you can do all sorts. You can go to the arcade and play Virtual Fighter 2 and 5, Super Hang-On, etc. You can run a business. Okay, go cinema with your friends, which turns into this entertaining mini game that seems to be Catherine inspired. Yeah, you got all sorts of things you can do. You can play shogi. You can you know, the list goes on and on. Okay, I buried so many hours into this game. Okay, so many hours, like it's unbelievable. And yeah, I probably should have been making YouTube videos instead of playing this game non-stop 24/7, but you know, it happens. Anyway, this concludes my video. I just wanted to get this off my chest, like how good this game is, and hopefully we get more AAA turn-based RPGs in the future. Let's go Sega, etc, etc. This is Loki Man 07. Peace, people.